I don't know if you've met Bloodrik before. He doesn't really. He's got the blood madness of his own. He wants to taste flesh. Adam Lawson swears by this book. It's called Bloodrik. It was originally published through Image, and then they did a Kickstarter where they did a trade paperback of it. K-Manifesto says Bloodrik looks cool. It reminds me of Barbaric. Headless Bourgeoisie says Bloodrik is great. Trade is available on Amazon too. Yeah, it's all around, I think. But and it's all done by this guy. There's no one else in the credits. It's this Andrew Krahnke. I don't know, Mr. Krahanke. I don't know, but I think it's all him. Like, it just says by Andrew. So yeah, massive shout out to him for doing the whole thing himself. That's quite a task. The storytelling techniques in this book are fantastic. You start off with this guy who's forging a sword, and it's just all in black. A sword is forged in fire. And then you can see, and I really like this. So this is him telling the story. And then the contrast is Bloodrik is out barbarian style, semi-naked in the snow. And again, the art is superb. You know, it's definitely not any kind of house style or anything. He's doing his own thing, and I'm really impressed by it. I think it's great. Headless says, I'm a sucker for sword and sorcery, but this was above average. I can feel it. The guy is out there hunting, but there's nothing to find. He's out here in the snow, and there's no animals. And it's mostly told through imagery like this. It's very light on the text, and he's just brooding and slowly starving. You're getting a sense of the kind of character he is. I call these Roquefort clouds. I love this effect. It really keeps the lettering toned down. It does. There's not much to do, but it works. I like this style of storytelling, says Critical Reads. Yeah, it was straight away. I knew that this was something worth reading. And, you know, it's sort of coming to peace with his mortality, but then he starts hearing these noises, and it's a deer, and bang, kills it right away. And then right at the end, I got to show you this page because the art is just insane on it. So he kills the deer, and now he's got like bloodlust. Meat's back on the menu, boys. That's it. So anyway, he's drinking the blood, and then he hears this sound. Boom, 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 boom. And then you get this crazy bear coming in out of nowhere, and you get this awesome couple of pages here of him fighting the bear. And I want to show that one. It's just rad. So you get this page here with the blood streak, and it's all crazy. So like that's his hand grabbing the bear. It's all swirling. I don't know quite what's happening, but it's rad. So now he's hurt. He's still hungry. He's angry, a stranger in a strange land. And now he's out for blood. He tries to catch up with the bear, but I don't know if you guys know, bears can run pretty fast. In this second issue, it's sort of his slow descent into madness. He's got hunger madness now. Look, he comes across this whole herd of deers, but he quickly realizes they're not even there, and it's just a whole bunch of bloody skeletons. And I mean, he's bleeding out at the moment, essentially, is what's happening. He is losing his mind. He's already laid down to die in the last issue. Dragon thing that looks half dead as well. Interpret that how you will. But he does see this light. The dragon flies above him and then flies over to this light that he sees in the mountain. And I like this writing here. It's just to a light in a mountain. And he's wondering what it might be. You know, it's a village, a campfire, whatever it is. But at least it's a direction to walk. I thought that was really cool. When you got nothing else, you're just out in the snow and you're dying. Having a direction to walk is you know, it's something at least. He comes to this village that's abandoned, and you know, he thinks obviously everything's dead here, but he does actually. He ends up sniffing something, and that leads into this hut over here. Look at that, great. See, I love this, just white for the snow. Henry says, I love unique visions like this. Yeah, and at the start of the whole series, Andrew, the artist, tells his story about how, you know, he originally took this to conventions and sold it for $5 a piece. It was a black and white back then. I'm sure it wasn't the final story. And It took him something like 10 years to develop the story to this stage. There's a lot of love that went into this. So anyway, we're back at this this, what do you call it? This mountain chalet. I love this panel here. You can see he's lost his blood, he's lost his mind. He's lost everything but his hunger, and now the smell of roasting meat was in his nose. So he's going to a bit of a craze, I think. Anyway, he comes into the thing, and it is probably not what you expect. It's some kind of devilish ritual, and he comes across this freaky guy in here who's doing his thing, redecorating whatever he's doing. Blood for the blood god. Cranberry says, I like his environments and his colors as well. And yeah, we got this. I wasn't sure if this was a male or a female at first. I think it is a male. Either way, whatever it is, it's freaky. He's doing some sort of ritual thing where he's essentially killed everything living, and he's trying to, summon the fire beast. The black blood god or something. You get a little backstory how he lured all of the people up into this mountain to build this village for him so they could, feed the blood fire god. Yeah, look at these fantastic pages. And essentially he wants him now in his weakened state to become his servant. But I don't know if you've met Bloodrik before. He doesn't really as he's got the blood madness of his own. He wants to taste flesh, and very quickly it gets pretty gory. I eat the effing fire beasts, and Andrew does not pull his punches. Like there's a lot more intestine and blood and guts than you thought there might be. And he just literally rips this guy apart. Great faces, says Hyper Wizard. It is the face I would expect you to pull while you're ripping the guts out of some dude. Really crazy job on this one. He just keeps going too. He's smashing him to pieces. And at this point, I'm wondering, is he gonna eat this? I mean, he's really kind of taking him apart here. Is he going to eat him? I mean, he's pretty hungry. Jake says, I want to buy these issues. I think you can still get them through Image, but they're also in a trade paperback too. And so now that that guy is dead, finally he sees the goat that was waiting to be killed. And now it's just finally he gets to eat meat for days, it says at the end. It's a great little story of just this crazy imagination out of whatever Andrew was, working on at that time. The art is so perfectly suited for the story. And we finished there. Now he's sort of he leaves. He's got his goats now. He's going to take his goats. I guess in Australia, we would call them travelers. If you're having a drink and you're getting in a cab or something, you take a traveler with you to eat along the way, drink along the way. His hunger is gone. His hallucination's gone. Once again, his mind is set right. I am Bloodrik. Look at he's got his kebabs. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to, I hope he continues this character. And obviously, maybe not next time. He probably won't be hungry, but I love what he did with the hallucinations. I hope to see some sort of mystical inside the mind thing again. Andrew has a real talent for that sort of stuff. Oh, and you can see, look, he comes out. He's lost his hallucinations. He's not got that craziness, and he still sees the dragon. I'm going to leave it there. I mean, this is pretty much the end. I think this is one of those moments where it sets you up for the next one. So looks like that dragon was real. Cool. Okay. Hopefully he's continuing the story. I mean, it would be a hell of a shame. I think the Kickstarter did really well. I think I've heard nothing but great stuff. I really loved it. So yeah, let's see some more Bloodrik. Carnivore Diet Origins. The Primal one, welcome. He says, looks dope. does indeed. Death Metal Hero says, looks like the love child of Comand and Amon Amarth. Dig it. There you go. Bring the horns. So that dragon is insanely cool, says Shadowpunk. I agree. So that is Bloodrik. 2 thumbs up from me. And I know a lot of other people are big fans of it as well. Go check it out. From the graphic novel series that Mike Barron calls outstanding and completely original, comes the very first Lucent Premium trading card set, showcasing characters from the book, printed on the thickest stock possible and finished in high gloss cello laminate. The set of 9 base cards, comprised of 3 separate triptychs, is a must for fans and collectors. And if that's not enough, 1 in 3 and 1 in 10 sets will also randomly receive an additional rare or ultra rare holographic chase card. Plus, the back of each card features an original canon mini comic, so you really don't want to miss out. Available only at thelucentcomic.com.